heard that first mining team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Okay, so here's the entrance to the city, and to find the biggest discovery in 30 years, you go up this ramp into the bridge, and bam, there it is. I mean, there are people living all over the place. Look at these houses. Do they not just look outside their windows?
Hey, wakey wakey! You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
Is that a threat? Can I just say, this guy's accent makes him really stand out from the other characters.
Shelter? At the time, I was exhausted. I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back.
Not that I dislike it, it's just weird for a random NPC to have an accent to set him apart. Okay, so it probably sounds better in Chinese, but this thing is super irritating.
Beep 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 beep.
Rules are made to be broken.
By the way, I should mention I have been collecting a few relics along the way with chests I have found, so not everyone is equipped yet, but I'm building at least a couple stats here and there. So we catch up to Clara and Svarog at the giant vein. This guy looks stronger than the other robots.
And more fashionably dressed, too.
Okay, March, yes, that's true, but read the room, not the time.
Time for a real fight. Come at me!
So right away I realized I should have swapped Don Heng for Serva since the big boy has weakness to electric. But once again I squeak out a victory. So now we meet Oleg, the chief of Wildfire, and he tells us that if anybody knows about the Stellaron, it'd be Svarog, so we should go talk to him. Now I can actually ascend for the first time, alright!
Just as the databank requires updating, so I must keep evolving.
So as far as my build update, I leveled all my damage dealers up to 30, but I made sure to ascend everyone because that gives stats on its own. I didn't have enough experience tomes for every character though. So I just thought of something. Since energy can now be stored over the max, I might as well try to max out the reserve and save it for the late game since the rewards are exponentially better than if I just used it all now. So I'm actually going to use as little energy as I can until that is maxed. So anyway, the Trailblazer team stays at a hotel, and I gave a very mid review, after which we have like a dream or vision or something. I'm not sure if this is just to give background info on Cocolia, and the Trailblazer actually sees it or not, because he never addresses the actual info he gets in the dream. So maybe this is just for us, the viewer, I'm not sure. In any case, it just tells us that Cocolia is falling to the influence of the Stellaron. Since we can't sleep, we go down and meet Branya, who freaks out a little bit.
Who goes there? Show yourself.
Then we go for a walk, and one more of these following sections. I actually think this might be the only other section like this, but I might have forgotten one.
Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? What are you doing out here? Walk somewhere else.
Jeez, chill out. So Natasha needs supplies. We're going to go get them by heading into the Fragmentum area, but once again the entrance to the town is literally right next to apparently where the Fragmentum has completely taken over. The normal battles here are not that bad. Like, I clear out this group of enemies pretty quickly, so I thought, hey, I should be able to take on elite enemies, right? I mean, those ones went down pretty quick.
This will strengthen our position.
Alright, let's see how this elite guy goes down.
Move carefully.
Let's start it off with everyone's ultimate and see where that gets us.
Just but a vision. Quick!
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Ready to lose your... You can fight it. Or rock with it.
Alright, I kind of thought that would do more damage.
Time to twirl!
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up!
Ooh boy, that did a lot of damage. I guess I should have swapped out Herta with March since he doesn't have ice weakness, and I can at least get some protection with shields. Okay, maybe I can still pull this off. Alright, never mind. I think once Trailblazer's down, that's pretty much it.
Truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Alright, so he's at half health now.
Ready to lose your... You can fight it, or rock with it.
Do you know who?
This big diamond, it's all yours.
Come on, so close.
I've no interest.
Wow, okay, that's definitely it. That was a huge attack. Alright, that was pretty brutal. So I definitely need to make sure everyone is leveled up as much as they can be. And now we're going to try again with March this time. You know what? Let's use Asta too since he has a fire weakness.
I'm keeping score.
And let's get the light cones leveled up for good measure. Okay, so I just used Asta a little bit before, and I like her skill attack, but I actually don't even know what her ultimate does.
Who invited you? Who will it be? My turn. Here. You can't run. Try that.
Okay, the shield is definitely doing its work.
No, man.
Jeez, that ice attack. I don't really have a good dispel right now either.
The truth of life in the sanctuary.
This is still going to be pretty tough. Ah, man, Asta doesn't even get a turn. Oh, 1 HP. Is that like, you can't die from freezing? I don't know if I just got super lucky or not.
They're made to be
Oh
broken.
my gosh, this is going to be close.
I don't want to be alone.
Alright, I can still pull this off.
Who invited you? Who will it be? Everything is
Come on,
within
Asta,
us.
do
So
something
sorry.
incredible with your ult.
Trailblazers, your blessing.
Okay, I really don't know what that did.
Fighting is meaningless.
Dude, oh my gosh, that was insane. I better get something amazing from this. Relics? Alright, not bad.
Securely stored.
Oh, sorry, I left my wallet on the express.
Me neither. I never bring my coin purse with me on a mission.
So yeah, this kid took all the supplies somehow. I mean, how could this tiny kid take all the supplies? I don't know. Alright, so I found another elite enemy, but I pretty much have one shot at this since I won't be able to fully heal if I fail. I have made a huge mistake. Wow. No wind weakness. I really should have switched in Herta. Alright, let's give this a shot.
It's but a vision.
Well, that didn't do much.
Who will it be?
Alright, so I can't stop the attack. I really need to shield Trailblazer. Wow, that's a lot of damage. This is not looking good.
Can't run. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Alright, what is this thing? Oh, it's just an attack buff. follow-up attacks are definitely paying off. He still has so much health.
Are made to be broken.
Tough luck running into me. Here.
Oh, ouch.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. Scared yet?
Who will it be?
Everything is
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
my turn.
I think if I put March's shield on herself, it's supposed to increase the chance he will attack her. Plus, I really think I need the survivability more than the damage from Trailblazer. I mean, hopefully he'll survive anyway, but still.
Tough luck running into me. Here.
Who will it be?
Let's go. I've no interest.
Man, every time he does that attack, it's so scary right now.
My turn.
So basically the strategy right now is basic attack with Don Hung and Trailblazer and Asta and March use skills every time. Or I guess now it's just Don Hung.
Awesome move. Tough luck running into me. Here.
No, man, who will it be?
Barely pulled that off. Oh man. Alright, more relics. Not bad. Those are so much harder than anything the story has to offer. I just realized March's light cone is not leveled up all the way, but I'm really running low on light cone XP. Alright, so we finally made it to the orphanage where the supplies are, but everything's empty. Oh no, and there's a monster!
Careful. Enemy behind you.
It's so funny because compared to the monsters guarding the treasure chests, this guy is such a pushover.
To be broken.
Even without March on my team, it was no problem. So we find the supplies, and then Branya, with Zila's help, figures out that they both lived here at the same time at the same orphanage.
I'll indulge in old memories with you for a while.
I should let those two be alone for a bit. Yep, I should let those two be alone.
Oh yeah, I should leave them alone.
I should
Oh
let
yeah,
those
sorry,
two
I
be
should
alone.
definitely leave them
The
alone,
only
sorry.
thing left to find is painkillers. I should let
Oh
those
yeah,
two
sorry, I
be
should leave them
the only
alone.
thing left.
So it turns out Clara was actually looking for the painkillers as well. Zila and Branya come down and we decide to split the painkillers because she wants to bring them back to her community. She still won't help us talk to Svarog though. Here's something weird. So we go back to town and give Natasha the supplies and she's very thankful. Then she says she's going to handle the clinic and stay behind for us to move on ahead. But then we get Natasha as a character. Now this is incredible for the playthrough. We finally have our healer for the run. But it kind of breaks the Ludo narrative dissonance, am I right? Anyway, we can't level her up all the way, but once we get more XP, we'll be golden.
A doctor never stops learning.
So now we finally meet back up with Don Hung and March.
Hey, they're finally back. I wasn't worried about you.
Ah man, only a little off from another Eidolon. Alright, so the next step is to try and force our way into speaking with Svarog.